701 West Long Street, baby.
So you understand and you didn't show understanding.
Alright guys, welcome back to Mondays with McGriff. That's the kind of stuff that keeps me coming back. Like I've always got something that say, okay, what can we be better at?
My words.
So that's a heck of a job. Walk all the way, come back, right? Come on. Alright guys, we're back for episode 8 of Mondays with McGriff. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Let's get started. Let's not waste any time. We thank you guys for your support of it. First of all, it's been pretty good. I didn't know what to expect, but it's been pretty good. So let's keep it going. We thank you for checking it out and watching it. First of all, our soapbox issue. We've got 2 of them. Well, really, we've got 2 of them. Sponsor night. Senior night, January 23rd. As this coming Tuesday is tomorrow versus Victory Christian. We got a great opponent coming into the Hive. All right, and somebody asked me, they said, well, Coach, you got Victory Christian on senior night. Why do you have Victory? Why don't you have a cupcake opponent, somebody you can beat? And so I'm educated about it. Senior night was started way back in the day at North Carolina by the coach in the 60s through the 90s. His name is Dean Smith. He started senior night for his seniors way back in the 60s. And it was a way to recognize seniors for their commitment and things like that to the school. And North Carolina was not scheduling cupcakes they're either going to play Duke their last regular season game or North Carolina State their last regular season game. That's their tradition. And so you're going to play your rival late. And so we have always scheduled great opponents. Most of the time we've either played Lake Wales because they're our rival, and we're going to them the last Friday of the regular season this year. They came to us the last Friday of the regular season last year. And for us, the regular season is this week because we host the Mosaic, and so we can't do it that week. And so we've always hosted, it's either Lake Wales or most of the times it's been Kathleen. So we've always hosted one of our rivals on senior night. But we had to play Kathleen last week. We got Lake Wales on the road. We went to Victory this time last year. We decided that, hey, we may as well have them on senior night. And if I was a parent, I would want my child to play in front of a packed house. It's the last regular season home game against a quality opponent. And so that's what's going to happen Tuesday night. We're playing Victory. Okay, and we'll get into that. But I think they're ranked 8th in the state, all classes. And so senior night's coming. We've got 9 seniors. Ed Wiggins, a 4-year guy. He's been with us probably 6 or 7 years because of the middle school stuff that we're involved with. Ryan Wiggins, also. So Ed Wiggins and then Ryan Wiggins, they're brothers just from other mothers. He's also been with us 6 or 7 years. Jamirion Trick Butler, 4-year guy, also been with us 6 or 7 years. KJ Valentine, 4-year guy, been with us 6 or 7 years. Antoine Willis, this will be his 3rd year with the program. Jason Williams, hoping to get him back late, be his 3rd year with the program. Nate Smathers, senior, also his 3rd year with the program. Daniel Thompson's another senior, will be his 2nd year with the program. And Rick Felice will be his 1st year. So we got 9 seniors. We're going to recognize all 9. We're going to have special videos for each guy on the video board. Yellow Jackets and Victory Storm people, don't miss it. We're expecting a good crowd, a near capacity crowd with Victory coming in. And you don't want to miss it on Tuesday night in the Hive for senior night. Nobody does senior night quite like the Yellow Jackets. We're excited about it, okay? The second soapbox issue, the Mosaic Stingers Shootout, is 2 weeks away, February 2nd and 3rd in Bartow. We've got 25 teams going. So the FSA rankings came out last Monday or Tuesday. I get them mixed up when it comes out, okay? 10 of the top 32 teams in that bracket are coming to the Mosaic. So there's 700 teams in the state. And we've got 10 of the top 32 teams in the state coming to the Mosaic. 10 of the top, 1/3 of the top 30 in the state are coming to the Mosaic. So we'll have more details on that next week. That's going to be our soapbox issue next week. But we want to remind you the Mosaic Stinger Shootout coming up next week. It'll be live and proud. We want you to come to the Mosaic Stinger Shootout next week. Okay? Now we're going to switch segments. We're going to go to our weekend review. Okay? We had 3 games last week, and we said we needed to have a big week. We said that we were improving with some things. We said that we played with 2 district games and then a top 100 team in Central. And we managed to squeeze the week 3-0 and go from 8-8. Our record now stands at 11-8. We went to Lake Gibson on Tuesday. Anybody that's went to Lake Gibson, it's a tough place to play. I'm from Lakeland, and so when we went over there, when I was at Kathleen, it's a tougher place to play. Okay, and so we managed to win that game 68-40. And we beat Kathleen at home last Friday, 56-35. And then we played in the Wally Keller Classic down in Punta Gorda at Charlotte High School on Saturday. We beat Fort Pierce Central. I think they're 93rd in the state, 79-66. So let's get into the details of each game. We needed it. We swept the week, and that gives us some momentum going into senior night on Tuesday night. Okay? So Lake Gibson game, 68-40. Ed Wiggins. Okay, let me say this. Ed Wiggins had a sensational week. He had 3 double-doubles. Let's talk about the one in this game. He had, he's always sensational on defense, right? He's our best interior defender. He can guard guys on the perimeter. I mean, he's so versatile. And when he gets his hands on balls, he doesn't foul. He's terrific. He had 19 points and 11 rebounds to go along with 3 blocks. I think that's his career high. You know, Ed played JV his freshman year, was hurt a lot his sophomore year, was hurt to the end of his junior year, so he's finally had a year where he's healthy, get in the rhythm. And let's knock on wood that we can continue it. We're going to need him. He was terrific, okay, the player of the game for that game. Other guys that contributed, Rick Felix, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks. Antoine Willis, steady, 13 points, efficient offensively, 5 for 9 from the field, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 7 deflections, 2 steals, 1 charge. And so, okay, well, you say, well, McGriff, why did you win? I always ask, okay, why we win the game? The first stat, all right, effective field goal percentage. We know what it is. Effective field goal percentage is where you add the 3 points in there and they give you another point for them. Well, we were 59.4% in effective field goal percentage, okay, and Lake Gibson was 26.7%. McGriff, translate that out for me. That means our defense was outstanding. We forced misses from Lake Gibson and got the rebound. And then offensively, we were efficient. We were, I think, 4 for 9 from the 3-point line and very efficient on the interior. And so our defense was outstanding, and we were efficient when we didn't turn the ball over. Let's talk about my favorite one, the turnover percentage. Remember, turnover percentage, number of possessions then in the turnover. Ours was 29%. Theirs was 21%. They won the battle. That's probably why we didn't score 80 points, is because we turned the ball over. But a big district win. Lake Gibson will likely be the 4th seed in the district tournament, which means they're going to probably play Liberty in the first round of our district tournament. Okay, so and we'll be talking about the district tournament and stuff like that too. Okay, so that was a great win for the Yellow Jackets. All right. Our next game was Friday at the Hive versus Kathleen, one of our 2 arch rivals. We beat them 56-35. Okay, it was a low-scoring first half. Okay, I want to say it was good defense by both teams, but probably bad offense by both teams. Ed Wiggins showed up again to the party, 15 points, 10 rebounds, 1 block. Okay, and he's getting better offensively. He's always done the things that it takes. Defensively, rebounding the ball stuff. He's getting better, a little bit more efficient offensively, finding ways to score in the sweet spots, and we've been working on it. It's one of the things we've been working on that we kind of talked about that we got to get better with. We got to be more efficient. Well, he's helping with that. So he was terrific in both games. We had to play Ed in that game about 30 minutes, and we normally don't play guys that much, but Ed Wiggins played about 30 minutes because Rick was out Friday, so we're playing with no Rick in the Kathleen game. Jacoby Terry gets hurt early in the first quarter, so no, he has been starting for us, so no Jacoby. So here we go we already are missing Jason, right? And so here we go with no Rick, he's a starter, and here we go with no Jacoby, he's a starter, and we managed to find a way to win the game against a team. Now, we play Kathleen every year, we play them twice every year, they're going to fight us every year, doesn't matter the record, 56-35, okay? Wiggins was great. Daniel Thompson had a good stretch, and it was Daniel Thompson sighting. We've been missing him, but we need him to step up and perform, and he did. He had 8 rebounds, what I want to say, first, and then 16 points, hit 3 for 5 field goals, right? And so why did we win the game? Why did we win the game? Okay, turnover. We're going to go to the turnover percentage first. Okay, our turnover percentage, 23%. So it was down from the Lake Gibson game, but still too high, okay? But you say, well, why did you pick that one? Because Kathleen's turnover percentage was 38%. So ours was 23, theirs was 38. That was probably the margin for the game. Second reason, okay, we won the game. We scored 32 points the last 12 minutes of the game. So we were not good offensively the first 20 minutes of the game. And the last 30, well, why, McGriff? Well, we stopped pounding the ball on the ground. We start screening. We start moving. The ball start popping. And all of a sudden, the turnovers go down. We start scoring points. And so those are the 2 reasons we won the game. That was a district win. It's the second time we beat Kathleen. They're probably going to be the 6th seed, and they're going to be on our side of the bracket. They're either going to face us or St. Cloud, and we'll talk about that probably next week. But we might have to face Kathleen again. So Yellow Jackets. So we've done that before, right? And then the final game was Saturday, the Wally Keller Classic. We go down there every year, and now we've got all the Polk County teams going down there. Winter Haven was down there. Discovery was down there. I want to say Lakeland's been there in the past. I believe Auburndale's been down in the past. I believe Santa Fe. So it's a great event. It's close to the Mosaic. It won't beat the Mosaic for what we do for the teams because we feed the teams and stuff like that. But it's close. All right? They have a great atmosphere. They got 2 gyms. If we had 2 gyms, we'd be rocking. They had 2 gyms. But anyway, we beat Fort Pierce Central down in Fort Pierce, Florida. 79-66. 79-66 is our best win in a while because it's over a top 100 team, it's over a playoff team, and so that will definitely help our rankings as far as getting the top 8 in our region. Jay Crosley, sophomore Jay Crosley had a Wally Keller record, 9 made 3-point field goals. So he hit 6, I think, in the second quarter, and I think he hit 3 more in the third quarter. I think I did a Batman turnaround on the 9th one. It was like, my goodness. And so I'm checking our records to see if I think we've only had 1 guy that's hit that many in my team. I've got to check. I'll let you know. But it's a Wally Keller Classic. They've been running that thing 16 years. They've had Jason Tatum and all kind of pros down there, and he hit 9 threes, okay, in the game. So he was sensational, 27 points. And he played a little defense. Okay. So that was great for him. And then Ed Wiggins, 14 points, 16 rebounds, 3 blocks. 14 points, 16 rebounds. Rick's not there now. Rick's out. He'll be back on Tuesday, but he was out. Jacoby's out. We think he'll be back next week. Ed stepped up. 14 points, 16. Great by those 2 guys. And then the other Yellow Jackets played. Why'd you win the game, Coach? Okay, I've been telling you our team's not bad defensively, and we're getting better. We can get better defensively, even though we've been working on offense to try to get better offense. We just believe that our defense has to continue to improve as the playoffs goes on. And we're starting to look like the Yellow Jackets defensively. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. We held that team. Now Fort Pierce Central's got 2 guards, the 2 twins, the coach's son, that are dynamic, and another kid. They're all averaging between 15 and 19 points a game. And we held them to 2 points in the second quarter. We outscored them 30-2 in the second quarter. Okay, and it was 40-13 at the half. So when you do that to a team like that, okay, that means your defense is outstanding. And so our defense was glove tight. I love it. Y'all know how I feel about it, right? They wound up with 66 because after we got up by 31 and they start making some plays and we start looking kind of reverting back to form with a few turnovers and stuff like that and some bad shots. managing a later game. But we're going to work on that. That gives me something to work on, okay? Other thing, effective field goal for us, 59.5%. Why do you get that high? Well, we're 14 for 30 from the 3-point line. When a guy hits 9, you're gonna have a high effective field goal percentage, almost 60% from the field. Okay, 14 for 30. Okay, and the other reason, 23 assists on 31 made field goals. So we talked to him about the second half, fourth quarter of the Catalina game and why we won. And we brought that into that game, and the ball movement and the screening was much better from the start. And so it showed. And so we'll take that win. Great win, top 100 win. And that takes us to our preview of the week ahead. And we've got 2 games. We've got senior night with number 8 in all classes, 700 schools, Victory Christian Academy coming in. And then we're going to our arch rival from way back, Lake Wales on Friday. Okay, let's deal with Victory first. Okay, first of all, Coach Fitzgerald has built that program, his 8th year there, and I'm rooting for him to win a state title. Coach Fitzgerald, our 8th year in Bartow, we won a state title. We're rooting for you. But we're not rooting for you Tuesday night. We need this game. We know you need it. Victory needs the game because they're trying to stay number 1 in their region over OCP so they can possibly get them a home. We need this game, so they're going to be ready to play. We need this game. Why? Because playoff, right, as of last week, we're not in the top 8 of the region, and we're 3rd in our district, so we need this game as well, and we're at home, and we've got to play it, so it's going to be a battle. And Fitzgerald, we're rooting for you after this game. After this game, we're rooting for you. You guys know the players from them. LJ Kaysen, congratulations, LJ, going to FAU, probably Polk County's most dynamic basketball player. Mike Adino, excellent shooter, excellent facilitator and stuff like that. Okay, they've got a kid, Bach, I don't want to mispronounce his name, 6'8" sophomore that they brought in, athletic, helps them rebound, things like that. They've got an 8th grader, Quentin Wilson, kid from the Auburndale area, dynamic, can pull up, can make plays off the bounce, can pass the ball. They got other kids. They got the Fox kid. I'm doing film study on them right now. So they got the Fox kid and the kid that's sneaky good to beat his last little number 5, Lanier. I want to give him credit. He's right up there with Adino and LJ. So they're gonna be a tough game. We're excited to play them on senior night. It's going to be a packed house. Come on out, the city of Lakeland. Come on to Bartow. You know y'all like coming to Bartow anyway, right? And we like having you. And then come on out because we're going to be ready to play. Victory is going to be ready to play. And we need to win and they need to win. So nobody's budging and stuff like that. And Friday we're going to Lake Wales, our arch rival. Bartow people, they want to beat all these other people. Beating Kaplan is great, Victory is great, Winter Haven is great, all that stuff, Lakeland. But we want to beat Lake Wales, and we're going to Lake Wales. We're beating the first time. They're at home. They plan on being better than what they were the first game. We plan on being better than what we were the first game. By the way, Judy's in his first season. I think they're 7-11. Well, he started out 0-4 and 0-5, so they picked it up and they're playing and stuff. They're battling and stuff. And that's next Friday, okay? We know who the players are for them. Gary Love, all right. Devin Osnick, all right. Jeremy Willingham, okay. They've got some talent. And we respect Lake Wales and the community and the fans. Let me tell you why. In my 22 years here, we've never had, I'm not sure we've had a technical foul in the games. Now think about it. We play them twice a year for 22 years, plus sometimes they were in our district or region, so we had to play them in the playoffs. So we pop out 50 times. And I'm not sure we've had a technical foul, maybe one, no ejections, no animosity. Some of the people we play, they don't know how to compete and do it with class. Well, the Lake Wales fans have always done that, and Lake Wales players have always done that. It's a clean rivalry. It's the best rivalry in high school in Polk County, and it's the best one. I don't care what their record is. It's the best one in high school basketball for Polk County, and we're going to be excited to be there to play it. So anyway, that's our preview of the week, and we're excited to be playing Victory Christian on our senior night, recognizing our non-seniors on Tuesday, Lake Wales on Friday. Okay, now we'll take a couple of questions.
Okay. First question, you said that it was 10 teams that was in the top 32 that's participating in the Mosaic. how do you get some of the top teams and coaches and programs to come to Bartow to participate in the Mosaic?
First of all, when you, because I've been around a long time, I have a lot of coaching friends. People respect me because we work hard. They respect how we conduct ourselves with our program. So that's probably number one. I've built up goodwill over the 22 years. The other reason is their teams come. Okay, their teams coming to the Mosaic. These 25 teams and those 10 top 30 teams. They're gonna get barbecue chicken, pulled pork, macaroni and cheese, and baked beans. They're gonna eat like fat cats. The coach is gonna go to the hospitality room and eat like fat cats. That's the second thing. So the hospitality, okay, when somebody comes to your house, if somebody came to my house I would want to, I'm there to serve them. And so as a coach, I'm there to serve the kids and the school and the parents and the community. And then when you run a tournament, I view it the same way. I'm there to serve the teams. I want the teams to want to come back. So we got a waiting list. We had Daytona Beach Maitland. I want to apologize to him because he's another top 30 team. He was in it and I screwed up and didn't write it down. And so it should have been 11. We got people that knock in and say, we got Polk County teams that we can't get in. McKill wants to be in. They're probably deserving. I apologize to that guy. We don't have enough space. And so we treat the teams well. We got so many volunteers. It's a labor of love. We got those ladies that are running the hospitality room. They love doing it. They're looking forward to it. We got people. We do stats of the game and we film the game for the teams and send it to them. And so then the night games on Friday night and Saturday night, they're usually packed. They'll be packed this year. So people want to come. The teams want to come because of how we treat them. And now they're used to coming. The fans come because they know it's going to be quality competition for the Polk County teams.
And the last question is, during the Mosaic, is there any, besides Bartow, matchup that you looking forward to seeing?
Well, okay. One of my best friends in coaching is Norland, the coach at Norland, Lawton Williams. He's won, you think I won some state. He's won 6 state titles. I've been there 6 times, he won 3. He's been there 6 times and won 6. And it's his best team. And he's like us. I mean, he's coaching regular kids. First of all, he's got a top 100 kid in that Marcus Allen kid, but it's his kid. You know, he ain't got him from Timbuktu. One of the guys grew up in his neighborhood. He coaches them hard. Okay, they're disciplined, and we trying to find matchups. We normally play Norland, but I wanted to find a quality matchup for Winter Haven because Winter Haven is probably one of the top 2 teams in the state, all classes, them in Columbus. And so I'm looking for our games at 6. We play St. Pete Gibbs, which is I think ranked 28th. So it's not like we're playing cream puffs. It's not like we passed on Miami Norland to take on the cream puff. We're playing Murphy and Gibbs, and they're having their best season in a decade. And so I'm looking forward to that matchup because I know that Winter Haven is looking for a challenge. Coach Woodside, he wants to get ready for the playoffs. And Norland doesn't run from a challenge. He's the number 1 team in 5A, and even though they're like 12-7 or something, their record doesn't say it. All the games they're losing, they're close and against quality opponents, and so I'm looking forward to that match. Okay, probably because I'm looking forward to the Plant City Discovery game because I don't get to see Wheeling play during the year, and so you guys know Wheeling. I love him. He's one of our guys, and so I'm looking forward to that game. Okay, I'm looking forward to Friday night, the game after hours, Lakeland and Olympia. Number 1. I get to see Lakeland again. They're in my district. Okay. Number 2, the guy from Olympia is always a buddy of mine, Coach Gordon, and so I'm looking forward to that matchup. And then the Santa Fe Windermere matchup will be good. Okay. And then the nightcap with Berkeley Prep because they're different styles. The way Victory plays and the way Berkeley Prep plays are different. So sometimes different styles make great fights. And so I'm looking forward to a lot of matchups. And I like that we're playing at 6. I actually get to watch the last 2 games. Sometimes I'm ripping and running and don't get to watch, but I'll get to watch those games. So
that's it.
How much time?
24 minutes.
All right. All right.
701 West Lime Street, baby.